Welcome to Centinela de Cristo.
Blessings, this is Pastor Luis Luciano from Oklahoma. Monday, October 27. The Supreme Judge. Read Genesis 18:25, Psalm 7:11, Psalm 56, Psalm 82:1, Psalm 96:10, and 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1 and 8. What are these verses saying about God's moral character? How does the role of God as the judge of the universe helps us understand the question of divine war? The holiness of God's character means that he cannot tolerate sin. He is patient. However, sin must reap its final consequence, which is death. Romans chapter 6, verse 23. Yahweh declared war against sin, regardless of where it was found, whether in Israel or among the Canaanites. Israel was not sanctified through practicing in holy wars, any more than any other nation would. Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 4 and 5. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 29 and 30. Even when they became the means of Yahweh's judgment against his chosen nation. Different from other ancient Near Eastern people, the Israelites experienced the reversal of holy war, when God did not fight for them, but against them, allowing their enemies to oppress them. Compare Joshua chapter 7. The whole concept of holy war can be understood only if it is seen in the light of God's activity as judge. When seen this way, Israel's wars of conquest take on a completely different character. The contrast to the imperialistic wars of self-aggrandizement so common in the ancient world and ours today, Israel wars were not meant to accomplish glory for themselves, but to establish God's justice and peace in the land. Therefore, at the heart of understanding the concept of holy war stands the concept of God's rule and sovereignty, which are at stake in the imagery of God as warrior, just as they are in the imagery of God as king or as judge. Yahweh, as warrior, is the one who, as a judge, is committed to implementing, stabilizing, and maintaining the rule of the law, which is the reflection of his character. The image of God as warrior, similar to that of judge and king, asserts that Yahweh will not tolerate rebellion against his established order forever. Therefore, one can affirm that the goal of Yahweh's activity is never war itself or victory itself, but the reestablishment of justice and peace. Ultimately, to judge and to wage war or to deliver justice are the same thing if God is the subject of the action. Reflect on God as a righteous judge who cannot be bribed nor influenced by partiality. How is a God who will not endlessly tolerate sin, oppression, the suffering of the innocent, and the exploitation of the oppressed part and parcel of the gospel?